Good morning, my friends. Just out here for a short little 3-mile run. Still haven't officially started training for Dopey yet. So these runs are kind of like training for my training. I think it rained yesterday, so slightly humid, but not too bad. Just gotta get out there and run, you know? It's gonna be good. So this last weekend, me, my friend Maddie, and my fiance Brett, we hiked in Guadalupe Mountain National Park, which is super close to New Mexico and El Paso area. And we hiked the tallest peak in Texas. And it was a challenge. It was fun. It was a lot of fun. We started super early in the morning, We started around like 8 while it was still cool outside. And we're able to get the majority of the hike done before the sun really came out and was really harsh. Our hike down was hotter than our hike up. But the hike on the website, it said allow for 6 to 8 hours down and back. So round trip, 6 to 8 hours. This is why I'm so sore. We did it in 4 hours. I don't know how, I don't know why, but we were just hoofing it up that mountain and then basically running back down because your momentum carries you, and I just wanted to be done. But it was, again, so much fun. I recommend to anybody that's looking to just do something, maybe not run, but something physical, something active. Go find a trail, go find a place to hike. It is a harder workout than you would think, but in the moment you're like, oh, this is good, this is a good workout. But then afterwards you're like, oh my goodness, my body is done. Like, I was sore for the next 2 days. And so, but all worth it, all for the views. I'll post some pictures of those views. The views were beautiful, the weather was amazing, the people, the company was great. I just took a nice little break to tie my shoe. I would say that's the first time my shoe has ever come untied while running. So I double knotted. You learn something new. So while we were up in West Texas, we decided to kind of do a little tour of all the other little small towns around there. And we ended up going to Marathon, Texas. And I think that was my favorite little town we visited. One, because of the name, Marathon, Texas. And I learned they host a marathon every year in October, but this year it was canceled for obvious reasons, like a lot of other races. But next year, I want to do it. It's called Marathon to Marathon. So you start 26 miles away from Marathon and you run into the town. And apparently it's this like whole big weekend party and just sounds like a blast. And with races, I'm one that likes to do fun ones, obviously. Well, all of them are fun, but I like to do ones that are kind of themed, kind of unique and special. And so a marathon in Marathon, I mean, you can't pass that up. It just sounds too cool. We were in a little gift shop in Marathon, and I found a book, and it is titled 50 Places to Run Before You Die. And I was like, again, too perfect after just researching this marathon to marathon race. While in Marathon, I was like, I have to buy this book. So I got it, and on our drive back, I was like looking through it, and it has some really cool races in it. Chicago's in there, obviously. Boston, a Great Wall of China run is in there. So it's like all over the world. And I have found a couple more races to add to my bucket list for sure. And I know right now it's a lot of virtual running or training for races that aren't actually happening, and your motivation can kind of get just shot in the foot. But I recommend just researching races, looking them up, looking at videos of people who've run them, and just kind of get yourself excited for the future, for different races that you may want to do later on when we're not dealing with this right now. Because I can say that has motivated me. Like, I have no races really that I'm training for right now, except for Dopey in 2021, but that doesn't start until September, and even then, like, that could get canceled, and I could have been training technically for nothing. But this, like, just looking forward to future races that you think would be really, really cool to run will get you motivated, will get you kind of in the mood to just go out and do a 3-mile run, or go out and do a 6-mile run, just something to get you ready for when training starts. Because I can guarantee you, if you aren't running and then immediately start training, those first couple of weeks are going to be brutal, and it won't be enjoyable, and it won't be fun, and it's so easy to get discouraged. So that's my recommendation. Thank y'all for joining me today. Sorry I'm a little out of breath. That last stretch was straight uphill. Whew. But I challenge you to go out and just find some motivation to get out there and run a little bit. If that's researching new races to do, if that's watching old racing videos from previous races you've done or have dreamed of doing, go do that. Even if it's buying that book, the 50 places to run before you die. Not sponsored, literally just love it. It's easier to go out and run when you have something pushing you a little bit towards a goal. So, thank y'all, and I'll see y'all later.